by 20. And I'm going to try for more negative space this time. I have thickened up my paint significantly. I don't know if you can see that. It is basically, as Kathleen said, she said to go for the consistency of pancake batter. And I think I've gotten as close to that as I can imagine. Same thing, very thick paints. And the only thing I've kept that I put thin was this is my flood paint. But I'm going to be using that along with the same consistency as the rest of them, so that I can use it as a separation color. She recommended a couple things. She recommended, first off, to thicken up my paints. Secondly, I asked her about the Bird of Paradise, which I wasn't happy with last time. She recommended to use Azel Gold, and I need to add a little bit of something to that because that's not quite thin enough. So I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to add a little drop. I'm going to just put a little bit of GAC 800 in it. Not much. It already feels better. So you can see it leaves a trace. And the trace doesn't go away for probably go 3-4 seconds. So the only other one that is kind of thinnish, and I added as much as I could. This is the satin enamel, and I'm going to be using very little of this time. I want the effects I get with the satin enamel, but I don't want it to take over. So the other thing she recommended was to only mix up 1 cup at a time, which I think made total sense, because after I was done the last time, I felt that my paints kind of sunk into each other, and I didn't get the definition as I did the first time. So I'm gonna add these 1 cup at a time. There's going to be 3 cups, but I won't do them until I need it. So here's the first cup. My layering for this is going to be a little different than I did last time. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of black in here first. Just a little bit. Okay, now I'll put the Azel Gold in there. I'm taking a little bit more conservatively how much I add to each one of these. So I'm going to spoon it in rather than pour it. Let's put a little bit of the copper gold next to it, complements. Okay, on top of the copper gold, let's add just a sliver of the beige. I don't want much, I just want a little tiny bit. Let's put the Van Dyke brown on top of that. This color, because it's semi-opaque, semi-transparent, however you want to call it, it tends to get swallowed. So let's put a little bit of now this color takes over. This is the Bordeaux red, and every time I use this, Bordeaux red takes over. Love the color, just not sure I want an entire piece of Bordeaux red. I'm going to put a little bit more of the black. Should have waited to do that. I needed to flood this first. So I'm going to take just a second here and then flood this out. I'll put you on music. Okay. There's still quite a bit in there. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this end. Okay. What I was doing there is I was waiting till I saw the movement stop. I don't know that I got to that point, but I'm pretty close. Okay, this time I'm going to leave out the satin enamel because I have plenty down there. Put some of the Van Dyke on here. Leaving out the black too for now. And just a touch of the red. This Bordeaux really does take over, as you can see. And take this off the side on this side, get rid of a little bit of that bottom side. Extremely warm in my room now, and things are drying faster than they should. But oh well, we'll roll with it. Take it back. I've got a line right across here, and that's where my paint had already started to skin. So I need to move a little faster, I think. So enough for talking, and I'll just get moving. Sorry, I'm off camera. Okay, this one's mixed up. They're not nowhere close to anything I had up here, so I'm just looking to change it up a little bit, give myself a little bit more depth. Okay, let's talk about this just a second. There's parts of this I kind of like, and other parts I'm not in love with at all. The paints, thicker paints, were a lot harder to move. I was hoping sections like this I could move around and bend them out of shape, but I wasn't able to. Through this section, I'm okay with that. I love the interplay between the Van Dyke brown, the Azo gold, and the gold copper. And up there, I'm not really crazy. Wherever the satin enamel is, it's not acting like satin enamel that I'm used to because it's a little bit thicker. But yeah, so I think this one would be okay once I take it and I embellish it and put some doobs and dabs. So, but we'll see. I'll bring that back to you at another time. Okay, this is the dried results. It's been sitting for about a week now, and I'm kind of deciding what I wanted to do with it. I'm not in hate with it, but I'm also not in love with it yet. So let's see if I can make it a little bit better. But I want to just point out a few things here. You can see through here, that's that section that I told you that the paint just wouldn't move, and I had a nice little ridge there. No, that's sarcastic. I have another one there. You can actually see the sections I did because although up here is where I started, down here is where I ended, the paint's got significantly thicker and wouldn't move. So I'm not hating that ridge there because I think I can work with it. And I want to go through here and maybe change up, add some things, use some mulberry paper to dress it up a bit, just fiddle and see if I can make this better than it is right now. I want to thank you very much for being here, and I really hope that you got something out of this. So, until next time, bye for now.